What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 18 of Laying in the Fairway. Today is Wednesday, August 16th. Let's get it.
What's up, Stu?
What's up, bud? How you doing?
Good, man.
Good.
It's another
Good.
beautiful day out here.
Just grinding through summer. So your kids are like a little younger than mine, but mine it's like summer's like, all right, I'm done with summer. I'm ready for you guys to go back to school and just like
Yeah,
be back to just that, you know? Because they get a little bit of I don't know. In the summer, it's just like they get bored, so they're like, "All right, what are we doing today?" It's like same shit. We're not doing anything. What do you mean? What are we doing today? Like, well, let's go do something fun. It's like, no, we're out of fun stuff to do. There's no more vacation. There's no more none of that. You start school in a week. What are you talking about?
yeah, yeah. My kids haven't reached school yet, so yeah, I don't know about that.
Just wait. Just wait. The tail end of summer, you'll just be like, all right, I'm done with this. Wait for you guys to get back.
Yeah, I am. Summer's always been my favorite month, and just from like the nostalgia of growing up in the summers. Like probably once they're older than your kids, when you can actually go play with your friends, like without parental supervision, you go run around all summer. Like that's awesome.
Yeah.
And now I think for the first time, I'm like excited for football. Well, I think because Dan Snyder's gone, but there is a little bit of like, yeah, now that I'm old, just like I don't do anything in the summer. I think I went in the pool one time this entire summer. I went to the beach in May, so once that was over, it was like, besides golf season, which
So you play a
is
shit ton of
obviously pretty
golf.
phenomenal. Yeah, play a shit ton of golf. But fall golf is like pretty glorious. But the fall golf is depressing because it's the end of the year, and you can feel like your game's slipping a little bit, and you don't care as much, and you're like, well, I'm about to mail it in until next year. So it's slightly depressing. It's like the Sunday of golf, or the Sunday of the week of the seasons, but like it is pretty glorious, like not sweating your fucking balls off, not having swamp ass like your boy Lucas Glover on Sunday. Every time you go out, like it's weird. You go out and it's like you have to take a shower when you go home. Like you have to wash your. I'm not a big proponent of laundry. Now you got to wash your shorts and shirts every time. But yeah, it is. It is like it's nice to have fall coming up. I guess for different reasons. Mine's like football. Yours is your kids are getting the hell out of the house. But
just wait. Football be on the back burner.
But it is slightly depressing with like golf season ending.
Yeah. It's just another month closer to me getting back on the course, so I'm not.
That's
feel
true.
sorry for you assholes. I've been playing golf every weekend.
Yeah, I played twice this week.
Nice.
So that was pretty glorious. My game wasn't good, but it was just glorious to get out there. Yeah, I'm battling some issues. I guess it's been a few weeks now. I kind of thought I had it back, but man, yeah, my ball striking has not been good. I got on like a pretty like, I think it's just like mental, obviously, but yeah, I'm on a little weird mental issues,
Just get back to basics, strip it all down.
I think it's because I'm getting. I think I'm getting too fat, to be honest. But I don't want to admit that. I started hooking the ball because like my fucking guts getting in the way. Not as flexible, getting a little stiff.
Man, that's tough, man. That's tough. You need to shut it down for the winter and just reset, and you'll be good.
Oh yeah, dude. Honestly, that's what helps
get
sometimes.
Fatter. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there's probably a good chance of that. But yeah, some of my best golf is always that like February round when it's like randomly like 50 degrees and you finally get back out and you haven't played. And so it's all muscle memory. You don't have time to like think yet.
Yeah.
I've had some good rounds in the low 70s and in that time frame, but
my last
sometimes
round,
you just think too much, man.
Yeah. So I get like weekly emails from BSGA or whatever for your handicap, and it shows
Yeah.
like your rounds. And I just look at it, and my last round was in November of 2022.
Yikes.
And I think I shot 77. I remember the round. It was me and my buddy Alex. And I started out and I went triple, double. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, what are we doing here? Like, why? I was like, in my mind, like, why did I even come out here for this? Like, this sucks, you know? Like, I'm just hacking it up. And then I was even par the next 16 holes. And I was like, fuck yeah, that's great.
Nice.
Great way to end the season. And
Yeah.
then now that I haven't played a round of golf in 10 months, and I just see that email every week, and it's at the top of the email. I'm like, God, just to do that again. Pretty soon though, man. I'm getting out of here. It's gonna be before winter, I think. I'm gonna start going to the
Nice.
range soon. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Feeling not strong. Not strong yet, but feeling
Nice.
good. Yeah. We'll see.
At this point, do you have any worries of like re-injuring it?
No. They said the only way to do it is if I like fell and went into hyperflexion. So like bending your knee to where your ankle is touching your fucking hamstring.
Mm.
So no, I think it's just gonna
So you can start
be.
swinging.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's. I'm just trying to get my strength built up, like in my quad and stuff like that. So I don't. And it's a mental game, man. I don't know. That's what everybody says. Like a lot of it's in your head. Well, that's fucking true. Because every time you take a step and you like slip on something, you're like, oh shit. Like I don't want to fall and fuck my shit up again.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I'll be playing golf with a knee brace for a little bit. I look like a fucking. Do I get to play the gold tees if I wear a knee brace while I play? Is that allowed? Like a senior citizen?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll get back out there before too long. I just need to start the range, take a couple half swings, be out there before you know it.
All the hands, man.
Yeah.
Just swing like Tiger.
I mean, you don't have to have Rory's length. You just need to have Michael Block short game. That's all. Did you watch some of the St. Jude? Get in on it? Or you
did.
played golf twice this weekend. I mean,
Yeah, I saw the end.
okay.
I had some money on Glover.
There you go.
It wasn't my pick, but
Yeah.
stayed alive with him. Put
All
a
right.
put a
I mean,
full unit on
hell
Glover and yeah, won some cash. So that was nice.
yeah. Yeah, I picked Spieth, and after he fired that first round 63, I was like, hell yeah, here we are. We're gonna hit one. And he just hung around the rest of the weekend, but he didn't really do shit. So
Yeah. Yeah, I had money on him, Glover. Put some money on Fleetwood on Saturday because I got scared and didn't want to walk away with nothing. And then freaking Cantlay came running up the leaderboard. I was like, oh shit, dude. Of
you went
course,
crazy on Sunday.
the one guy I didn't bet on.
Yeah.
So, but that was, yeah, Glover almost shit the bed there.
I know, yeah. I mean, he was kind of in control, and then I mean, he had a huge bogey putt on what was it, on 14. He had like a 25-foot bogey putt. And Cantlay still took the lead after he made that bogey, but it was like that could have been way worse. You got 25 feet for bogey, like what the hell?
Nuts.
But yeah,
Well, he did the
I
same
mean,
thing
came
for
through,
par
yeah.
on 16 or 17.
Mm-hmm.
I forget which one. I think it was 16.
Yeah.
And then I guess 15 easy birdie hole. So he was able to birdie that to get back to even with Cantlay. But then had I don't know if it was quite 25 feet, but that long ass par putt. Because he had to punch out under that tree and
Yeah.
then hit it pretty close. And it's solid par putt. And it moved a little bit. I mean, it was like probably a ball outside. And kind of, it looked like it was one of those that like got online and then kind of like started staying. And you're like, oh shit, is that going to go in?
Mm-hmm.
Snuck in there and yeah. Got a
Yeah,
little lucky in that playoff with Cantlay kind of blowing it.
Just shit the bit. I mean, I love Shot Tracer because you kind of learn, like, all right, like sometimes they put up like a target or whatever where they think they should hit it, but you see him hit it and it's just going left, right off the fucking face. And you're like, oh no, like that's going right in that fucking water. And I mean, it barely trickled in, but I mean, he had a good shot in and got inside Glover right next to him and got a read. And his putt for par, I was like,
Dude, that's what. Yeah,
he
I know.
buried it. I
He
thought
had
he
a
buried it.
chance. And then when they showed the replay from behind, that thing was fucking like dialed
It's
right into the
tracking.
center
Yeah.
and tracking, yeah, and fucking turning, and then just stopped and went back right. Like, and that's not how, like, because Glover had that putt in regulation and almost drained it, and someone else drained it. It was Nick Taylor. Well, it did matter, but their putts did not go back right. Same exact putt,
Yeah.
all fucking went right, tracking right to left, and yeah, so. The
Dude,
golf gods,
fucking golf.
the golf
Fucking
gods,
golf, man.
they didn't want Glover to get beat up when he got home, so they gave him another one.
But yeah, we said last week, like, his wife's gonna bitch that he only won the Wyndham.
Yeah, well,
He just, in the last 2 weeks, he's clocked, what, $5.2 million? Pretty good couple weeks of work.
yeah, can't be mad at that.
Fucking crazy, man. Dude, nobody in the history of golf has ever been sweatier than fucking Lucas Glover, though. Like, what? Like, Tiger used to bring a shirt to change into sometimes. He'd dip out in the
Tiger always
bathroom,
wore
change.
black pants,
Yeah, and he'd
so
change into a
you
different shirt.
you
But
couldn't
with
see
the
the swamp ass.
technology today, pants shouldn't be doing that, one. But two, it's like, dude, you gotta have it. If you know that's in your repertoire while you're golfing, you gotta bring a change of pants, brother. Like, that was fucking outrageous. He looked like he pissed himself.
Yeah,
That was
I know.
bad.
Were those old like cotton pants? Like
I don't
he's pretty old,
know.
like old school. Uh, yeah, were those just like old Dockers or something? Like what the fuck, dude?
The
Yeah, I
cotton
mean, honestly,
Dockers.
sometimes now like the new pants though are like stretchy polyester, and you sweat your ass off in those sometimes if it's that hot. So it could have been the other way. It could have been they're comfortable, but they're not very great with the moisture. Um, but yeah, it looked like they were some old cotton
It was a tough
Dockers.
look. It was a tough look.
Yeah. I mean, as a sweaty man myself, I've been in that position. But
Yeah.
mine's usually my shirt more so than my pants, luckily. But yeah, the swamp ass is never a great look, but it must have been hot. It's down in Memphis. I just imagine it was just humid as
I
fuck.
mean, it's gotta be. It's been hot as shit here, dude. It's been
Oh yeah.
brutal as fuck here.
Yep.
Humidity, and then it rains and like the steam's coming off the damn asphalt. It's been
Oh yeah.
awful.
Well, and like now it's like I was saying, like the fall golf's pretty prime because you don't sweat. You don't get. The other thing is like you legit get tired when you're golfing in this heat. I
Hell
actually
yeah.
I had to buy some waters instead of just beer. Bought a Gatorade,
Jesus.
which we've already covered how awful Gatorade is now, but just like I just took like a couple sips, but it was like
Yeah.
I'll
Maybe we
have
need to make a golf
4
drink
shots of
that's not
Fireball
Gatorade.
and 8 waters. It's like, yeah, and you legit, yeah, you get tired, you got to eat, you got to get that hot dog. Like, it's not just like for pleasure anymore. Like, yeah, you tire your ass out.
You take
I
care
mean,
of your
that's,
body.
yeah, yeah. So
Hot dogs,
it's tough out there.
waters, Fireball.
That heat gonna get you. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anybody hotter than Glover right now? Is he gonna Zach Johnson gonna pick him for the Ryder Cup team?
Well, I saw he's 12th place or something in the
No,
rankings
he's in
or
16th right
14th,
now.
16th.
16th. But he's
Yeah.
jumped like 40 spots in the last 2
Okay. I was
weeks.
gonna say like I saw Cam Young's in there, and I thought he hadn't been playing that good this year. How
Cam
does that
Young's
work?
like top 10.
I know,
Well,
but how?
it's 2 years worth of points, so he's
Uh,
top 10.
he's kind of
So
been playing like shit. So it's like, yeah,
mhm,
do you go with the hot hand or? Because yeah, I was kind of wondering. I was like, man, Lucas has had a really good year because he was playing good up before these 2 wins. So
mhm,
I assumed that the 2 wins might jump him right up there. I didn't realize it was makes sense those 2 years.
yeah. Well, that's
But
like why
like,
Ricky's still out of the top 12 because
yeah,
this is only one good year playing.
hmm
But I mean, JT's dropped down to like 13. So I don't know. I mean, so it's 6 automatic and then 6 captain's picks. So it's all gonna be up to Zach Johnson. You never know. He might throw old dog a bone for Lucas Glover, let him get one trip to the Ryder Cup.
well, I mean, we got a couple weeks left before they decide,
Yeah.
right? Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Plays well again this weekend. There it is.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a tough one
Yeah.
because I like any other sport. I'm a big proponent of sticking with your guys, as in like
Yeah.
JT. Even if they're struggling a little bit, like that's your boy. Like you got to stay with him. You're not going to take him out of the starting lineup if it's basketball or football. You know what I mean? Because he's got it in there. You're just wait like law of averages. He's going to be show up. More than not. Even though he sucked all year, but like you know what I mean? Like your star
Yeah.
players, you're
Golf
not
is so
taking them
mental
out.
though,
But
man.
golf is so mental, and like it really does matter who's hot. But also, the Ryder Cup's a different animal. So you could be hot, comfortable on the PGA Tour. You go to the Ryder Cup, and boom, it's gone. Like golf is so fickle.
Yeah.
So it's tough. You want to pick someone who's hot, but also like you know, it's the Ryder Cup. You got to go with your big dogs.
True.
So
True. I
I don't
think
know,
yeah,
man.
I
That's
think
tough.
either way, this American team is just gonna be a fucking juggernaut.
I uh, I think historically they always have been on paper.
Yeah.
But coming off the win last Ryder Cup and the European side's kind of in turmoil. They're the ones that I feel like they're the ones that like cared way more about Live with like Rory kind of leading the pack for the PGA Tour, and like still that comment he made about Phil. We'll get into that later, but just like he just thinks he's like
Oh
fucking,
yeah.
you
King
know,
shit or something. I don't
yeah,
know
I don't
what
know. And now they don't like all the guys that they've had that great run with are gone. Sergio, Poulter,
Westwood.
Westwood,
Yeah.
like yeah, the DP World Tour has kind of like become a second
Stenson's.
rate. Stenson's
Yeah.
gone. Um, so it's their mojo is definitely gone. Like they had the team camaraderie that I think the US team has now. And that's one
Yeah.
of the reasons I think you gotta like if you have JT, Spieth, and Ricky, like they're all boys. That's instant
It's
camaraderie.
huge.
That's huge. So I almost think you got to pick those guys. I mean, it would be cool to see Glover in there just because he's old. I always like this root for the old
Yeah.
guys, but
Yeah.
at the same time, like yeah, that chemistry, team chemistry is like you can't replicate that. You need hours and hours of like drinking time together, hanging out with the Burrows. So like that matters so much, and yeah, so yeah, on paper, and I think we do actually have the edge for once in the camaraderie and chemistry
Yeah.
department, which is interesting because when you had Tiger and Phil, I guess Phil was just busy gambling, and Tiger probably fucking hated his guts. Like this motherfucker, Tiger's working his ass off. Well, shit,
He's-
Tiger's probably fucking banging chicks. So you got two like complete superstars like doing degenerate ass things, gambling and banging fucking hookers. You know, I'm sure the rest of the group, they're all like Davis Love the Third. Like the
yeah.
country club traditionalists. Like it was a weird team
They're
dynamic.
they're sitting at team dinner and the classy guy like Davis Love the Third's like, I'm not opening the bottle of wine until Tiger and Phil get here. And they're like, Tiger and Phil aren't coming, bud. Crack that thing. They're busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was an issue because I remember one time they put Tiger and Phil together on it was
It
either
didn't
Ryder
work.
Cup or Presidents Cup team, and they got smoked, and it was like that doesn't make any sense. And then you
Yeah,
start, I mean, it all makes sense now.
yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see. I'd like to see. It'd be cool to see Glover, but at the same time, it's like we gotta win this thing. Go back to back, put them in their place.
Yeah. Well, he might play himself in though.
True. We'll see how he does this week.
Yeah.
Um,
JT cannot play himself in.
no, he's not
I
playing
think
in
like
this.
Ricky kind of cooled off, which is I feel like it's to be expected once you get a big win. It's easy to have the letdown or kind of like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah,
Sam
you never
Burns
know.
hadn't really been playing well either. So a lot of these guys aren't, Glover's trending up. So he's got a big advantage, I think, with all the momentum.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Ricky, Denny, and Glover all play this week. I don't think is Burns is in the BMW, right?
I
Maybe.
just assumed he
I'd
was.
assume,
I'd be
but I
shocked if
don't
he
know.
wasn't.
You never know that whoever like the BMW might have a lot to do with who gets on the team. I don't know. I feel like the Zach Johnson probably already has mind made up.
Tuesday dingers just hit one.
Oh, nice. Who?
Sorry,
Who'd you pick?
Acuna.
Oh, nice.
Got one.
Sweet.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Great podcast. I was trying to look up Sam Burns and just saw I had extra money in my account. Sorry.
Nice. Um,
I don't. Oh yeah, he's in plus
okay.
5,500.
All right, cool. Cool.
So
Yeah, this week might have a lot to do with who makes the team.
sprinkle a little cash on him since we're talking
Yeah,
about it.
there you go. It's an omen. It's a good omen. We talk about it,
Yeah,
sprinkle cash on it.
yeah. Who else should we sprinkle some cash on?
I don't know,
Doing
man.
live betting.
Live betting right now. Can't lay. Oh, wait, no, not can't.
Scheffler, my pick, didn't do shit. I I keep expecting him. I'm like, well, his tee to green's so good. He's gonna have a good putting week.
We
And
changed his
maybe,
putter too.
yeah, well, maybe he just sucks at putting now. And he's just not that
Yeah.
good. Well,
Yeah.
obviously he's fucking number one golfer in the world, but like maybe he just sucks at putting. Maybe he's like I'm
I
like
don't know.
he's gonna break out, and I don't
Well, it's
know.
funny because
He'll
him and
probably break out
Rom
this week.
jumped out to such a huge lead on the FedEx Cup standings. Like they're still 1-2. Both of them
Hmm.
have been playing like shit though. Neither of them have been playing good compared to
Compared to their
uh,
A
uh,
game, they've
their
had their B
like
game. Yeah.
for sure. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, that's the thing. Like Scheffler's still playing really, really good. He's just not like making putts.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's
Rom's kind
weird.
of been hacking it around. It seems like every
He's
time I
been a
see
lot.
him,
He's been definitely more inconsistent for sure.
yeah, for sure. Well, I guess we'll go into the BMW, see where it takes us. I don't know. I feel like they have such a big lead going into the Tour Championship. They're going to be 1-2 regardless of what happens. I think the only person that could catch him would be Rory if he won to get into the top two spots for the BMW or for the Tour Championship. But that's probably not going to happen because Rory doesn't seem like he can win. He's backdoors like top fives and top tens all the time.
Yeah.
But the other tournament this weekend we had was Live Bedminster, New Jersey. Cam Smith just ran away with it. Bill was behind him in second place, completely shit the bed on Sunday. He shot like 5 or 6 over on Sunday. Completely just lose it, but
Hmm.
seems like
Well,
Phil has some other things on his mind right
Sunday's a big
now.
gambling day, so
Yeah, yeah, he's getting his practice in for football season. I guess I don't know. So the big story was Phil's just the ultimate degen. The ultimate. I mean, he was over 3 decades combined $1 billion worth of bets made. Says he only lost 110 million though, so that's not
too
bad.
bad.
No. You lay $1 billion and you only lose 100 million.
Yeah.
That means you're winning or
Sounds
breaking
like
even.
a lot of fun to me.
Oh,
It's not
yeah,
like
of course.
you needed the cash.
Yeah, no.
Well, and
But they
honestly, though,
said,
so that $1 billion, and I've seen the thing where if you're making 100 grand, it's like throwing 150 per game. That's actually still kind of a lot, 150 per game. Like that's a big unit, dude. Oh, I saw that people trying to like, oh yeah, it's only like 150. I'm like, dude, that's
but he's doing it on
very big unit.
9
9
games
bets
a
a day. That's a lot. Like, yeah. And then you lose 10 grand? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
I
a
don't
lot.
know, man. I don't have it.
But
But
okay, so if you're making 100K though, like your mortgage payment is a very large portion of your income still.
yeah,
Because 100K is
yeah,
good, it's not whatever. You like
you're not
but
set. Yeah.
after mortgage, groceries, etc., that $150 per game is still a shit ton.
Oh yeah, that'll
But
ruin
if
your life.
you're the equivalent of that, like if you're worth still 500 million,
$500 million. Yeah.
you don't have a more. You pay cash for your house. I'm assuming probably let's just say you have a $10 million house. Probably don't have more. You're paying taxes on that, all that bullshit. Groceries, whatever. Your expenses probably still high, but you still have $490 million left to fuck around with. So if you lose 100 of that, who gives a shit? So like the equivalent, like the numbers,
The
like
scale doesn't.
yeah,
The
the
scale
scale
doesn't
is like
work.
whatever, but at the same time, like it's not
Yeah.
proportional in like the regard of like you don't need the fucking money. So
Yeah. True. Yeah. Base
so
level, it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But then it's like, no, it doesn't make sense because he has so much extra, or he has so much extra money, one, and so many less bills too. He doesn't
yeah.
have the bills that take it out. But yeah, it was.
Well, unless he has like a plane and shit, which
I think he does.
he probably does. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he probably has, rich people shit. There's still like big expenses, but it's not
He's
like
got to stock his wine
necessity.
cellar.
Yeah, that shit. But dude, yeah, I mean, he's got all the sponsor money. Like he was fine.
Yeah.
But also like the other point of it is like if you're churning through $1 billion, that doesn't mean you have $1 billion at risk.
No, he's
I
not
guess clearly he
liquid.
lost
Yeah.
100 million, which is that's a lot. But like you're winning, then you're just betting again, and you might win again, go up. You might go up 100 million, and then churn through
Yeah.
that. Like
Well,
you're
and then
going up and down the whole time, especially if you're doing 9 bets a day. So like if you look at my FanDuel account, the amount I bet is like astronomical compared to like what I've actually put in to FanDuel and what I've taken out.
well,
So
here's the other thing though, is he's not doing this through a legal account, a legal book. Like he's doing this through a bookie, so it's all on credit.
yeah,
Honestly, like yeah, and he probably doesn't cash out unless he hits a certain number. So that $1 billion could have fluctuated up and down, up and down, up and down, and no cash was ever
right.
changed. No
Yeah,
hands.
that's
Like
what I'm
it didn't
saying.
ever
Like,
exchange hands. Like it was a whole
right,
different. That's a different ball game.
yeah. So yeah, on paper he bet $1 billion, which is still fucking
Yeah.
insane.
That's it. Yeah.
It's astronomical. But like you said, like the
I don't feel
proportions,
like I'll
like
spend $1 billion in my lifetime. Like if you think about it,
fuck no, dude.
I'm like that. That's yeah.
$1 billion?
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like over the course of
Yeah,
every dollar I spent in my life won't be $1 billion. He just did that gambling.
right. Yeah, that's pretty wild. The craziest thing
That's
is 9 bets
outrageous.
a day, especially like baseball. It's like, I mean, there
Well, and
are
like
a lot of
yeah,
games per day, but like, damn, you're betting every fucking game. All you need
yeah,
is like one or two to keep the juices flowing. Like Jesus,
I get it. Well, maybe not. I mean, the
I get
video
it.
came out.
NFL.
All this came out, and then there's a video of him that surfaces a couple days before with Bryson. He's playing practice around Bryson, they're on the tee box. He's like,
Yeah, that's a normal Saturday morning conversation.
he's like, what do you got? What are we doing? And Bryson's like, I didn't think about it. He's like, you didn't think about
Well,
it.
yeah, what are you
He
even
was
thinking about?
offended. He was so offended. What have you been thinking about?
Yeah,
That was hilarious. And then this story broke like 2 days later, and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
yeah.
But I mean,
Why are
the
people
big
writing stories about this shit? Can nobody keep their damn
well,
mouth shut?
Billy Walters just got out of prison. He's got to make some money. He's gonna sell a book.
Okay. I didn't realize he was in prison. That
Yeah,
makes
he went to
sense.
prison and he wrote a book, so he's selling his book.
Mm.
Yeah, so book comes out I think in October. Want to buy it and support criminals like Billy Walters
Yeah,
that
I'm not
dragged
reading
Phil
shit.
Mickelson's name through the mud.
The Royer
But
will probably buy it.
yeah, right. Oh, he'll probably be sticky pages on that fucking thing. But the big story was that Phil tried to lay a $400,000 bet on the Ryder Cup Wednesday during a practice round before it started for the U.S. to win. That
Yeah,
kind of changes
I
things.
don't give a flying fuck.
I don't either.
If you
That's
bet
where
on
people are.
yourself, go ahead.
Yeah, no, and we do it every time we step on the first
That's
tee.
a bunch
So
of horse shit. Dude, it's all
yeah,
legal now. The NFL is like everybody's making money off gambling. So I don't want to hear this fucking moral bullshit.
yeah,
If you're betting on yourself, if you tank, if you're betting against yourself and you purposely tank, then yeah, go fuck yourself.
very
But
true. This is
if
bad
you're betting on
optics.
yourself,
That's all.
very bad optics. Kind of hilarious that he tried to do that. And the
Mhm.
guy who's went to prison is telling him, dude, what? No, we can't do
I don't
that.
believe. I don't believe that for a second. One, I don't believe he turned that down.
Well,
I believe he
at least
said,
he's
"Hey, call this guy." I don't. I think he. Yeah. I mean, the guy's a criminal. He's not. $400,000. Okay, yes, sir. Like he's not gonna turn it down. He probably
well, hey,
put it
good
through
for
different
him for
means.
saying he
Yeah.
turned it down.
Yeah.
Saying it didn't
Exactly.
happen, at
Yeah.
least. But why even put that in your book? Again,
Yeah. I don't know.
whatever.
He's gonna make uh, more than that on his book, so that's why.
400K, that's like a ridiculous number too.
It's a pretty big bet.
Yeah.
It's a big bet. And the last thing I
That's the one he played like with Keegan Bradley like really well in. Am
think
I
so,
thinking of
but he
something else?
lost. I think he lost
There
his
might have been
singles
20.
match against Justin Rose to lose the Ryder Cup.
Oh, really?
I think
Yeah.
I'm trying. I think that's what happened.
Yeah. What year was 2012? Gotta look.
2012. All right, you look that up. My last statement on this is fuck Rory. Fucking tool, just carrying more water and just trying to
Yeah,
drag.
Medina. Mm,
Yeah.
that's the one that they came back. They led 10-6. Talk about a bad beat for Phil. Yikes. All right, sorry to interrupt your fuck Rory
No,
statement.
you're good. Yeah, no, I'll say it again. Fuck Rory. I mean, he said they asked him about it, and he said, well, he can bet on the Ryder Cup now because he's not a part of it anymore. And for him to act like Phil is not
Phil's fucking
like
50.
Phil's 51.
Or
All right, he's not
52,
a
I
part.
think.
He's 53 years old actually, and he's not
Yeah.
playing. I get it.
Oh, yeah,
He's not going to be a
53.
captain. He's not going to be a captain because of fucking
Live.
just bullshit,
Yeah.
honestly, which is stupid. But for him to like just say that out the side of his mouth, and I don't know what his beef is with Phil. In the Netflix documentary, he's like, "Fuck you, Phil," and then he says shit like this. If he could clock out today from the PGA Tour with Phil's final stats, he would do that 10 times out of 10. He's not going to win 22 more tournaments to catch up to what Phil has. He's
Mhm.
not. I don't think he's going to win two more majors to even match what Phil has. And I don't understand what his beef is with Phil, because if Phil and guys like Phil didn't do what they did, they wouldn't be making $3.6 million for every elevated event they win. This PIP thing wouldn't be bounced up to $100 million from the 50 million it used to be, because PGA Tour had to figure out something to do to pay guys more money and keep them to stay or get them to stay. Like for him to be acting like this around, I don't know. I think he's a fucking asshole. He's just, I don't know. He pisses me off, honestly. Pisses me off. He's not Tiger. I don't know why.
Come at the king, you best not miss.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, it's just
like
I thought he was like trying to get a laugh.
maybe,
He was kind of
maybe he
like,
was, but
wasn't that funny? But you know,
it wasn't
whatever.
that funny.
It's funny for Rory, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe he's
He
just a
kind of
tool,
like
but
laughed after, like, oh.
yeah. If Tiger said that, I think he just is trying to constantly be Tiger, and it's
That
like,
was
dude, you're
kind of a
not Tiger.
That was a Tiger joke for sure.
That was definitely a Tiger joke.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, you're not Tiger. You have
Yeah.
23 career wins.
Yeah.
Like Tiger won 80 plus tournaments. Phil's won 45 tournaments. Like on the PGA Tour, not including anything else. Like, bro, you're just because I don't know, just because you want
Doesn't
to carry
DJ
Jim
have more wins
Monahan's
than
weight.
Rory? Or
I
used
believe
to.
so. I don't know. I mean, DJ hasn't played on the PGA Tour for 3 years, so
DJ is 20. Oh, he's tied with DJ at 24.
yeah. So it's like, no, he's a good player for sure.
Yeah, tied with
for
fucking
sure.
DJ. That is...
Yeah, but it's like for how much money you're making every year now, you should be in line to suck guys like Phil off. Like I just don't get the animosity. Like, don't hate on him because he got all this money. He's 53 years old and is the 5th highest paid athlete in the world right now. Like, don't hate on him because of that. I don't know. I don't know what Rory's deal is, but I think he's mad because he didn't take the money. Now he looks like a jackass, honestly.
Yeah,
We'll see. I don't know. Well, I don't know. But I'll get off my soapbox now.
I think golfers are just like not that funny.
Maybe. Probably not.
Golf
Probably
podcasters are pretty bunch of losers.
Yeah. Most of them are. Most of them are. We're gonna change that though. We're gonna buck the trend.
I was talking about us.
Ah, damn. Damn. Well, shit, Kenny. We just need more videos of us out on the golf course.
Hey,
That's when
well,
we're
we
at our
can bet
best.
on the Ryder Cup too, because we won't be a part of it because we
Yeah.
suck at golf.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, I know some other things we're gonna be betting on, and it's gonna be football because football season's ahead, and that's gonna be my birdie of the week is fantasy football because it might be one of the best things that ever graced this earth. It all started with nerds doing fantasy baseball, and then fantasy football came, and the internet came, and it was the marriage just meant for the heavens.
Yep.
So we have a fantasy football draft this weekend, and I couldn't be more excited. It's better than the season itself, honestly.
Well, yeah, when you do a live draft, it's phenomenal. Especially at our age. You run it at a social event, so now like the fantasy live draft becomes like a big event. For some reason you can justify, the day off from the wife and stuff.
Going in town for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a great time.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that as well.
That's my birdie of the week for sure. I'm so excited for the live draft aspect and just the hope.
I've got like 4 this month. I just had one last week on Friday, actually. Like the draft itself like sucks. Like we have a dynasty league, so we're drafting like rookies. And after the first round, I have no idea who the fuck these guys are, and then it's like the scrubs that we drop. So we have like 25-man rosters, and we keep 15 people. So it's like dynasty, you like keep your majority of your team. And so it's a 10-round draft, and it's just like the last, like 7, 8 rounds are just like, fuck, dude. But once you get through the draft part, then you just fucking hang out and drink beer. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, a draft not set up like that, when you
Yeah.
know everybody, a live draft, it's
Yeah.
just there's
Oh,
nothing
it's the best.
sweeter, honestly.
Yeah, you're just hanging out, drinking beers. What's funny about when you do like a regular, like this league is going to be like the standard, like just redrafting everybody, no keepers. Um, and it's funny once you get down to like the 10th round in these leagues, and the fucking somebody's fucking hammered drunk, doesn't know, like tries to pick someone who's already been picked, like picks a kicker, defense, something stupid. Like that's always fun. Um,
Yeah.
But yeah, just really like before and after the draft are usually the best parts though. Like the draft itself is kind of like, all right, let's get through this.
For me, it's gonna
But
be everybody's gonna be clowning on me probably because it's gonna be like random Titans players that nobody has a
mhm.
clue who I'm talking about. And I could have
Bis-
saved them for the last pick, but
yeah,
you
Bishop
wait.
Sankey,
You just wait. You just wait. I've got some names on the list, buddy. They're prime for a
Malik
year.
Willis.
Yeah.
I picked
uh
him in Dynasty last year. Yeah, I
Great
dropped
pick.
his. I did not keep him, and
I'm sure.
he was not drafted.
No.
I don't think Will Levis was drafted either, actually.
No. I'll just wait. My
Yeah.
time will come. My time will come when my team full of Titans wins a championship. But for the time being,
I think they have a better chance of winning the Super Bowl before you win a fantasy championship.
that hurts. That hurts. All right. Well, I'm going to change the subject to my bogey of the week. My bogey of the week is Colin Morikawa, and he tries to do something good. And I'm going to donation shame him a little bit here. He tries to do something good for the victims of Hawaii and says, I'm going to donate $1,000 for every birdie I make, which sounds good on paper. Actually, it doesn't even sound good on paper because it's like, what if you play like shit? You're not going to donate anything? He played okay. He had 15 birdies this week, so he donated $15,000. But how much is Colin Morikawa worth? He's won 2 majors. Got a major Adidas TaylorMade sponsorship. I mean, his net worth's got to be what, 50, 60 million dollars. And the town that burned down is the town his granddad lived in. And
Really?
his
Holy
granddad owned
shit.
a restaurant there and shit. And it's like, bro, just come out and say, you don't even have to say how much you're donating. Just come out and say, I'm gonna help out the victims, blah, 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 and be on your way. Because you set yourself up for a fucking somebody like me, just a standard old poor, and I'm gonna shame you for it. We could raise $15,000 for during the Hicks vs. Hex tournament if we really
Yeah,
tried.
I think that's like pretty standard of the revenue.
Yeah,
15K. I'm pretty sure we've done that the past 2 years.
yeah. But it's like,
My
dude, you
that's not there's some costs that we had to pay for and all that, but
obviously,
that's
but
also
it's
like
like,
100 people.
don't
If you're
come.
one
Oh
guy,
yeah.
I'm not I don't believe in donation shaming still.
Well,
But I
I
will
do.
say 15K, I agree 15K is not necessarily that much for him, but it's all on him. It's not like he's did like a GoFundMe. He should have like other people trying to match or something. Like
Me, he should have done he should
you
have done
should you
something
should
different from
promote
what he did.
you should promote a fund and say, hey, I'm matching for every birdie. Everyone else donate. Maybe he did that. I didn't fucking look it up, but yeah, 15K is not a ton. He should have bet Phil 15K. That he would have had 10 more birdies or 100K, and Phil could have donated a shit ton.
Yeah, he should have done
Yeah.
something different. That's
Well,
all
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
15K is still 15K. It's every little bit helps. I'm sure other people are donating.
Yeah.
Um,
Jeff Bezos
yeah.
donated $100 million.
Well, Lauren Sanchez, his girlfriend, donated 100 mils, dude. Get it right.
Yeah,
You
sure
sack of shit.
she worked really hard for that.
She probably did. I'm like, she's kind of older. She's doing something right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was bad optics. Either throw a
It's
big
never
nut
bad
out or
optics to
don't.
donate money. I disagree. I don't think it's ever bad optics to donate
I think it
money.
is. I think
No
it is.
way. You're giving out your money for free,
All
dude.
right.
It's
Well,
donating.
all right.
Although it is a tax write-off.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna
Maybe his
go and I'm
accountant
gonna
told him he only
donate.
needed to donate 15K.
I'm gonna donate $20 tomorrow, and
Hey, good for you.
I'm actually not gonna. I'm a piece of shit.
I don't think I can afford $20, actually.
I got a fancy football
I got a
buy-in.
fancy football Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy
Oh, dude,
listening
the
waiting to
worst
collect
is
our money. I can't be giving this
yeah.
away.
I'm sure we'll make some dumb bets while we're there too. Yeah, play some sort of game and
Something,
lose a bunch of
I'm
money.
sure.
Uh oh, the worst with the fantasy football is when you collect the money and it's in your Venmo and you spend it. And then like January comes and everyone's like,
Yeah,
"Hey, where's that 800?" You're like, "Fuck, I'll get paid on
yeah.
Friday."
Then you have to collect on fantasy baseball dues to pay out
Yeah,
your
yeah,
fantasy
yeah, yeah,
football
yeah.
dues.
Hey, everyone pay that fantasy golf. Yeah, fantasy baseball. Anybody want a fantasy basketball league? Start? Yeah, just pay me. So just a constant Ponzi scheme.
Yeah,
I know Sam runs into that a lot. He just collects
100%.
for every league. This last league, he he just told everyone to be like, yeah, Venmo Kenny, he'll collect. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
No, no.
Yeah.
That's funny. Hell yeah. What do you got for me? You got anything good to have this week?
Um, well, last thing on more Kyle, maybe if he went to live, he could have afforded a little more, but he hadn't really won too much this year. But anyway,
Yeah.
we're going birdie or bogey?
I don't know. You wanna flip it
Well,
and
keep
go with
keep
your
with the
bogey?
hate. Let's keep with the
Yeah, let's
hate.
hate.
Keep with the hate. My bogey is the college football realignment. The Pac-12 has 4 schools in it now.
Disgusting.
What the fuck is going on? Florida State's trying to leave the ACC. Clemson, Clemson to the SEC makes sense, but I saw Clemson to the Big Ten, and I wanted to puke. I
Yeah.
fucking hate the Big Ten. Just
Yeah,
God,
that's
that
the
would be
worst.
awful. When Maryland went, it's been dog shit ever since. Don't want to
Hmm.
see Clemson or Maryland play Illinois
Yeah.
or Iowa. Yeah, when they play Ohio State or Michigan, that'd be kind of cool. But like, dude, it fucks all like the historical rivalries, at least since when we were growing up.
Yep.
And especially with like basketball and football are really the only sports we care about. But I mean, the rivalries were the best part. And you already got like basketball wise, you already got like the one and done shit, which has kind of ruined a lot of like frankly, a lot of the fandom with that because it's hard to keep up with the new freshmen. Like I remember when it was like Shane Battier and like fucking Juan
Yeah.
Dix and Steve Blake just going at it. Like there was like year over year. Anyway, you lose all that. You lose all the rivalries. Football, especially like football, doesn't matter as much with like the guys stay. I mean, they stay through at least 3 years, but like football's just so big, but like the rivalries still matter. And then like you have Texas, Oklahoma leaving. Like, dude, it's just
It's a
I don't
mess.
know what's what. It's a fucking mess. It's all like some weird money grab. The TV deals have fucked everything. You got Apple streaming coming in. I'm sure Amazon. Like,
Yeah.
it's just all fucked up and it sucks. And
It
apparently the
does.
ACC, which is like our bread and butter,
might be gone, man.
It might be gone. It's fucking bullshit. I can't imagine if I was a Pac-12 fan or just a fan of one of those schools and it's just up in flames in an instant right before college football is about to start, by the way. And I guess a lot of this is taking place maybe next year and stuff, but like just a fucking crock of shit. And I don't know who's running the show. Like they all have all these fucking administrators are always the dumbest people imaginable. How do they get these jobs? What are we doing? We need a fucking college football czar, someone who's not an idiot. Just fix it. I mean, you could fix it in 30 minutes. Like, what are we doing? It's dumb as shit.
Just keep it. I don't know. Just keep it regional. And if it all splits up,
keep it regional.
Say the ACC like just dissipates and Carolina goes to the SEC and Duke goes to the Big Ten. It's like, come basketball season, they play once a year. Are you kidding me? Like,
what the
can't
fuck?
do that. But it's like, we lost that.
Yeah.
Earlier realignments like Maryland and Duke stopped playing.
Dude, that was one of the best rivalries.
Stopped playing.
Yeah.
And,
what
and
the
it
fuck?
was just trash. I don't know. It sucks, man. It sucks. And then they're talking about for the ACC to like try to keep up, they're going to try to get Cal and Stanford. It's like, who gives a shit? I don't want to see Cal and Stanford traveling out here to play any of these teams. Like, it's
especially Cal. Cal sucks.
Yeah,
Stanford's like usually pretty decent, but don't give a shit about those teams.
Yeah. Well, and then
I'd rather have like WVU or somebody in there.
Mm-hmm. They do all that for basketball and football, but then I know they're not like revenue sports, but think about the other sports, and they got to travel. Like a volleyball team has to travel across the entire country to play again.
Yeah,
that ain't gonna fly.
I did see Chip Kelly said something to the effect of like, why don't we just have football, like different conferences for separate, so it's a separate entity, and like it's one game a week. Traveling by plane's not as big of a deal, but yeah, if you're a volleyball team and you're traveling on a Tuesday, you got class Wednesday, like that's fucking dumb as shit.
It's not gonna work. Yeah, I mean, college football eventually is just gonna be a professional sport, and it's just like its own professional sport. I mean, they're already making a ton of money.
So the NIL stuff, I mean, it kind of is like it is its own thing.
It's just gonna break off.
But I think you got to go back to the regional play.
Yeah. For sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
SEC's fucking everybody. I think they're making too much money, and all these other schools are trying. Well, SEC and Big Ten, they're trying to get a piece.
Clemson should try to go to the Big Ten. They go to the SEC, they're going to just be a perennial 8-4 team. They're not going to be able to hang. Been beating up on shitty ACC teams.
I know. Well, that's what's great about the ACC. Yeah, you got a chance. Just beat up on Virginia Tech,
Virginia and Duke.
Yeah,
Georgia Tech. Just get those wins. It's a cake. Did you see anything good this week? What's your birdie?
My birdie of the week is Messi. Just killing it in the MLS. What does he have, like 9 goals? I just keep winning these anytime goal scorer bets. They're not for a lot of money, but they're still wins a win. Just like every single game. I think a lot of them have been like Messi to score and Miami to win. It's just free money. So just been killing it. Electrifying the MLS. I haven't watched an MLS game in, I don't know, since DC United won it in 1998, probably. Or actually, that's a lie. Well, I did watch Freddie Adu.
Nice.
Do you remember Freddie Adu when he's 16? Debuted for DC United. I think we were still in high school.
We were in high school,
This guy's the fucking truth. We're in. And
terrible.
I think that was the last MLS game I've ever watched. And there was this Beckham stint, and like Ibrahimovic was pretty cool. But like Messi's Rooney. Yeah, I guess Rooney did come. But Rooney was like definitely way past his prime. Like he had already gone to Everton and
he
like
played kind of
probably. But Messi he's coming off the World Cup win. Like he's not that a couple years ago, and he's like not. I mean, he's 36, still like he's in the tail end of his prime. Like he's still playing fucking lights out. He's killing these MLS defenses, like electric to watch. Yeah, my birdie, Messi, just might actually watch some soccer this year. Be awesome.
There you go. Put Major League Soccer on the map.
Yeah. Well, this happens every few years, I feel like.
Mm,
I forgot about Rooney and stuff, but like you got the
they
Beckham,
get
you
some
had
people.
Ibrahimovic,
Yeah.
Rooney. They always get a exciting star for a couple years. They play, they tear it up, and then they leave or retire because they're old. But like, it would be cool, like if he could sustain. Like it's pretty fucking awesome. Like he's and like this is feels slightly different because he could still play in Europe
Yeah.
or Europe,
100%.
and
100%.
those other guys when they came over were like not really doing much in Europe. So like this is pretty cool. It'll be interesting. Like at one point, you got to think at some point like the. Well, I know I've seen their numbers have gone up just overall, and their attendance has gone up with MLS. So like I'm wondering if it'll sustain like a real growth with like dopes like us that don't really care for soccer in the MLS. Like it would be cool to have something else to bet on. And especially during these summer months when it's just baseball and not much else going on.
Mm-hmm. Baseball and losing golf bets.
Yeah.
Golf, yeah. That's
Well,
what we got going on.
Glover kept me alive. Not
There you go.
officially for the pod, but
Yeah.
did win some cash on him. But
Damn. Well, we'll see if he can keep it up. I mean,
I didn't want to say his first name. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was say there's no chance he wins this next week. Like,
Oh, Glover?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about Messi still. I was like, oh, he's definitely gonna win. I was gonna say I didn't want to say Messi's real first name because I was thinking about like Knoxville accent was gonna come out like Lionel Messi. You know,
whenever I see Lionel or
Lionel
or
Lionel.
I think of do you remember the old train infomercials? Lionel trains. I was thinking
No.
that. I don't know why. There's an old infomercial back when we were kids, and I was like, "Oh, he's named after the train set. That's cool."
Could be, man. This guy that just really loved trains.
Just loves trains.
Now he's running trains on MLS defenders.
Nice transition. Beautiful. Well done. No, I was saying Glover. I mean, it's hard. Like, he's on fire. It's hard to pick against him because when you're playing golf, I mean,
yeah, I'll probably sprinkle some cash.
Streak, there's a chance he wins 3
weeks in a row. Yeah, well, worth a couple hundred, or I mean, a couple bucks. I might put I might put $10 on him.
Somebody paying you for this? Yeah, but we're down to it. There's 2 tournaments left. We got top 50 in this one. I don't know. I think
Glover's plus 4,000. Let's put 10 on him.
There you go. I bet
the hottest guy in the world plus 4,000. I mean,
it's not bad.
I think that's a value bet.
Yeah, for sure. But this where they're playing at Olympia Fields. It's hosted a couple majors. Good course.
Yeah, what's up with the BMW Championship changing every year? I went to it last year. It was awesome.
You went to it 2 years ago, right? Can't Bryson.
Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
On Live, so.
Last year he was?
Mm-hmm.
How long is Liv? I thought Liv was just oh man. Hey man, don't have kids, you know.
Yeah.
Time flies. God, I cannot believe that was 2 years ago. Wow. Okay. But yeah, dude, what's up with it changing every year? That's so weird. Like the other ones are The other ones are the
Like
same
Tour
course every year,
Championship
right?
and FedEx, same course every year. Yeah, I guess BMW. I don't know. They ain't lock one in though. I kind of don't like it. Like it should be if they're gonna do the same three courses or two of the three courses, like just do the same three courses every year. Honestly,
Yeah,
make it memorable. Like we were
I'd
saying
like to
last year, like
know
make it
the
memorable. Make this so you know, like these holes, certain holes
yeah,
mean something.
right?
Yeah, but it's pretty much big dogs only from here on out, man. I like
Yeah,
it.
it's looking at like the picks, it's like the odds aren't as good for one
No.
because there's less
Well, there's only
people.
50 guys.
And like yeah, if you want to pick a big dog, you're not getting good value.
Yeah.
And then yeah, you could scroll down, and you're like, oh, well, not much there. It's kind of
Not much
wild.
doing. Not much doing. But it's yeah, I don't know. I wish they could figure that shit out and like get a prominent course that they could feature. Like it's gonna be if it's gonna be the same three tournaments every year, and who knows, that might all change with sponsors, shit like that. But if it's gonna be the St. Jude, the BMW, and the Tour Championship every year, make that shit memorable. Make something of it because I mean they promote the shit out of these playoffs now. Like it's a
Right.
real fucking
Yeah.
thing. Like the course, I maybe it's me, I don't know, but I feel like the course matters.
Yeah, I like knowing like, the holes, and I mean that's the best part about Augusta
Yeah, I know
Masters because you know the holes.
I feel like I know the course to where I could play really well there. Like, oh, I could hit this chip shot 20 feet past the hole, but it's going to trickle right back down every
Oh,
time.
right. Yeah.
um, yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens this week. I mean, there's some guys like Spieth fucking trickled into the top 30. Can he hold on to that? I think he's at 27th right now. He went from 31 to 27 after last week. Like, hold on to that. Getting the tour championship. 30 to 50. There, I mean, there's not really any big names that are on the outside looking in, but there's some big names right there on the inside, like in the top 20 to 30 that a tough week, they're falling out, man. So
Mm.
I like that. I like that they update it too during the tournament. Like after every hole, it's like that putt meant something, you know? That's cool to watch. And they show like what their new projected standing is, good or bad. I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause it makes it feel like it means something, even if they're in like 40th place. It's like, oh shit, that putt was huge for him. He gets an extra week, you know?
Yeah,
So I'm looking forward
yeah.
to it.
Yeah, so the last time they had at Olympia Fields was 2020, and John Rahm won at
Yeah.
-4. So
Sheesh.
much different than basically every other BMW championship. Last
Yeah.
year was -14. Year prior was -27. I think that might be including the playoff. Do they count playoff as like your
27 under. Oh,
they had to have counted the playoff with like the
that was
birds.
at Caves, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. Do they count the
No,
playoff
they don't count playoff.
birdies?
No,
No
no,
way.
no, they
They were
don't.
27 under?
Must be nice.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Why they'll
Damn.
never come back to Caves.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. No, but they've got 25 under, 20 under, 23, 23, 22.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, these dudes are going to be getting aggressive. It's now or
Yeah,
never.
I guess that's true.
Now or
Um,
never.
but yeah,
So,
-4 last time, so they've had a couple. They had a US Open 2003. Um, yeah, so
okay.
it's I guess it play. I don't know if I don't recall if there was like wind conditions or anything like that that week,
It's in
but
Chicago. It's outside
that's
of
kind of
Chicago. A little
yeah,
city.
it's kind of interesting. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh, yeah. Let's get into it, dude. You want to kick us off? You know what you got? You want me to go ahead?
Well, I actually piggybacking off your pick, so you can go ahead.
Okay. That's all right. I'm going. You go over to like props. You can pick top finisher from each country or region or what have you. And I'm doing top North American finisher, Patrick Cantlay at plus 650. He's in there as the top American at plus 600. You can go top North American, and they throw all the Canadians in there. I don't think there's any Mexican golfers playing right now, but you can grab an extra 50 if you pick top North American. And I don't think any of the Canadians are gonna beat him. I don't think any of the Americans are gonna beat him. I think he could win it. Honestly, played that well. He's won some BMWs before. He plays well in the playoffs every year. He played well last week. Obviously, got into the playoff, but I think plus 650 is pretty good because Scheffler's tops in this category like plus 350, I believe. And Cantlay's next best, and shit, Cantlay's playing better than Scheffler right now. So going with Cantlay plus 650, top North American finisher.
All right. I'm going Cantlay to win, plus 1,000.
There you go.
So I said I'm piggybacking off yours. Just
Yeah.
everything you just said. Yeah, so it would be a three-peat in the BMW. So in the last two.
Yeah.
Played well last week. Kind of due for a win. And I had a gut feeling. So got to roll with him. Don't really like plus 1,000 to win, especially if you're getting plus 650 for what you just said.
Yeah. Well,
so
with only 50 guys, though, I mean, you're not going to get these.
Yeah, not the best value, but still solid. So picking him, sprinkle some cash on Ricky and Lucas Glover as well.
Yeah.
Then I'll probably throw a little bit.
Yeah, strike while the iron's hot on Glover.
On Keegan. Good to see a little Siwoo Kim.
There you go.
I don't know, man. Like the field like looks,
Just bet on everybody.
It's the big names now. So you're looking at it, you're like, man, I could bet on him. Tommy Fleetwood played good last week. Scotty Scheffler's due. He's gonna putt well 1 week. You can talk yourself into anything, but
hell yeah. Well, we're looking for a big week from Cantlay. Let's see if he can do it. I mean,
yeah, he's gonna play like shit.
He's just got to.
Now that we both picked him,
he's just got to take his time out there and play his golf, man. Play his round.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like you said, he's won 2 straight. Let's see if he can three-peat. Maybe he can three-peat. Maybe Glover can 3 in a row. Big week.
That would be unreal if Glover could do that.
I know. But it'd be pretty sweet. I don't know when the last time we saw that was. I don't know if we've ever seen that.
Tiger.
So, has he ever won 3 in a row?
I would highly.
We needed Jamie.
Jamie
looked that up.
Didn't Brendan Todd do that 1 year?
I don't know, man. We need a stat boy instantly. He's stat boy right now. Showing you tournaments. It's showing you Steve Stricker winning the John Deere 3 in a row, isn't it?
Tiger won 7?
7 tournaments in a row.
Yeah. Consecutive wins in PGA Tour events entered. Trailing only Nelson's streak of 11. Byron Nelson.
7?
Yeah. His shit is just so crazy.
That's crazy. Dude, 11's crazy, but Byron Nelson was like...
Tiger had 7 in a row. He had 6 in a row. He had 5 in a row. And he's had, obviously, 3 in a row a few times.
Oh, my God. He's the GOAT.
Oh, Dustin Johnson won 3 in a row in 2017. And then your boy Rory won 3 in a row in 2014. So no one's really done it in quite a while. I know Brendan. I thought Brendan Todd won 2 in a row, I guess. I thought he won 3 somehow, but just like he's kind of like Glover, I guess, just a random dude. But
well,
Glover's a major winner, but
yeah, man, 7. That's crazy.
Byron Nelson won 11, but it was in 1945. He was probably playing against cows and 1945. Yeah, like everyone was at World War II.
They were in the war.
He's playing against women, I guess.
Rosie the Riveter's
Yeah. Yeah, male athlete of the year, 1944, 1945. So this motherfucker was playing golf during the war? What the fuck?
What a turncoat. Byron Nelson's a
Good for him.
turncoat. That's how we knew. That's what we learned today.
Well, yeah, maybe he was like in the war. Maybe they were playing like after they would.
They don't speaking out of turn.
Yeah, like this.
He returned home with a Purple Heart in 43, and then yeah. All right, let's end it there.
Oh, he had a blood disorder that causes blood to clot 4 times slower than normal. Oh, he's like you.
He's me.
He's a hemophiliac.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Byron Nelson's my guy. He's a hemophiliac? Get out of here. Hell yeah. Me and Byron Nelson.
So he was exempt from military service.
Hey, look at us.
He didn't want to get a paper cut and bleed out, you know.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, on that note, we want to thank everyone for listening. Check us out on Twitter at Fairway Pod, on Instagram at Laying in the Fairway, and our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search Laying in the Fairway Podcast. Thank y'all.
See y'all.